really the best league in the world. Man, I love this game. We talking fantasy, we talking football. Prime time grind, we know how to ball. We some all-stars getting paid every week. We talk trash and shake hands, we ready to eat. We talking fantasy, we talking football. Prime time grind, the league of superstars. We got the hot topics, we know the sleeper picks. Expert analysis, yeah, this is it. This is it. Yo, what's up, people out there? You already know what time it is. It's the Primetime Grind Fantasy Football Podcast. This is episode number 8. I'm your boy, Gone Fishing. I was almost going to say breadwinner. Gone Fishing. To my right,
G-Money.
G-Money. To the left. To the left.
Ain't good. Ain't good at all.
It's always hard to get a name out of them. That should be the easiest part, getting the name out.
I quit.
No, you can't. That can't be a name in this league, man.
Hey, you got to play hard to the end. Play hard to the end, no matter what. And I'm in that same boat with you. So
well, I just say ain't good.
Ain't good at all. Ain't good at all.
But we gonna keep trying.
That's all we can do. Last week was a rough week for many. Fighting off injuries.
Boy, I thought you was going to pull it off, man. Gone Fishing. I was like, all right, he back. He back.
See, you tried to jinx me.
No, I didn't, man. I wasn't trying to jinx you, man.
But see, what did I tell you, though?
Don't say nothing.
No, I told you on Sunday night, it was around 7 o'clock. You said, I think you got this one. You looking good. I said, no, he got Alvin Kamara, and Alvin Kamara could put up 30 points.
And he did, man. He balled out.
And he did.
He did.
I talked to Alex today. We were talking about Monday or whatever day it was. Tuesday. Yesterday. He was like, "Man, did you see what Alvin Kamara did for me?" He's like, "I got that $50 this week." And I said, "Man, I thought G Money was gonna win that money again."
I did too,
man. But because when I looked at it, I was like, "Well, shoot, Alvin Kamara, man, he's gonna have to have a heck of a game. He's gonna have to just get off 30 points, man. In order for Alex to win." Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what he did.
And the sad thing is, he had 27 points at halftime.
Yeah.
So I thought he was about to get 50.
I thought they was going to sit him. I thought, all right, now go ahead and.
They weren't going to sit him because the game was too close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, what's frustrating is, that's the best man on the field.
Right.
Why is Seattle not sticking him?
Seattle defense stunk.
If you look at him,
he
was a check down pass.
Mm-hmm.
And he's free. He catch the ball 8 yards, and they can get another 5
But I honestly think also Seattle's defense was tired, man, because your boy was 3 and out on
Gino.
Oh, Gino, man, man, I'm like, Gino, man, you got weapons, man. Y'all, it's like Gino held on to the ball too long. A lot of it was him. Yeah, the reads, man, he was just holding on to the ball too long, like scared to throw. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they thought that was the answer behind Russell Wilson, man.
Did they score on a pass play? Their touchdown, was it a pass? Yeah, it was. It was DK Metcalf. He had a long one in the first quarter.
And that was it. Everybody's like, man, you got DK Metcalf, man. You can't just throw it up, You
would think so, right?
Man, he didn't throw it all. I mean, literally, it was second quarter he had. In the first quarter, I think he threw one pass. It was one pass because they were saying,
quarter?
Yeah, I mean, in the first quarter, it was one pass. And then in the second quarter, I think they came back and said, all right, it's about time we see him throw more passes. It was some low number that was just ridiculous.
Okay.
And some of that's him, and some of that's probably just the offensive coordinators trying to be safe.
Right.
Well, I think it's fair to say that both of y'all took a L by way of Alvin Kamara last week.
Man.
Because you would have had the top points, and the month you would have won.
Yep.
Yeah, I was hoping to close out, and then, like I said, the goal is to pay for the league, pay for your dues, and then after that.
But you already got, 3, don't you?
2.
You just got 2?
It's 2, yeah.
I thought you had 3.
Mm-mm.
You would have had it.
Definitely shocked. I was mad. I was like, man, I thought I was going to have it for a second.
Man.
And then Pittman got that touchdown against my 49ers. And G took the lead by 1 point. I'm like, this boy done snuck me out 1 point. So now I got to worry about Kamara, man. But let's go ahead and just jump into these comparisons we talking about.
I'm going to start with what we at.
My victory excuse me, my loss.
You and Alex.
Yep. So I had 156.06 points to Alex Phillips 161.74 points. I had the third highest points in the league and still caught an L this week thanks to Alex Phillips. So my team, I had Aaron Rodgers with 23.16 points, Mike Evans 31.6 points, Ridley 12.6, Debo 21, Mitchell from San Francisco 16.7, J.D. McKissick 9.6, Gesicki 21.5, Jacoby Myers 9.4, Matt Prater 7, and San Francisco defense 3.5. So looking at his team, Jalen Hurts 22.54, Jamar Chase 34.6, Mooney from Chicago 5.9, Hunter Renfrow 12.8.
You had him, man.
Mixon 11.9, Kamara 33.9, Hunter Henry 10.3, Jacobs 15.8, Suckup 8, and Las Vegas defense 6 points, man. So
outside of Mooney, he had a solid day.
Yeah.
He had a real good day, man.
But that doggone Jamar Chase and Kamara. Chase, that boy is a beast, man.
Did you see? You probably didn't see the touchdown he got. Did you see it?
I was
The long one?
Red zone, when all three of them guys missed the tackle and he went on to the end zone. Like, I mean, that dude is a stud, man.
He definitely is, man. He's having a heck of a rookie season, man.
But you would have thought, I mean, which I guess if you was keeping an eye on that, you were looking at, okay, Chase having a good game, Mike Evans balling out. Well, it won't. Well, I'm not gonna say Mike Evans was balling out. Tom Brady was feeding him.
Right.
So you'd have thought, I mean, I guess you were probably feeling good about yourself that it was an even wash, kind of, with those two receivers.
So, Lamar, would you have started Miles Gaskin over anybody else that you started? On the bench, he had 17, but I don't – that's like a questionable start.
You know what? To be honest with you, right, my name is Gone Fishing, and really, I don't really have too much hopes for the rest of the season. Having a 1-5 record, now I'm 1-6. I kind of just threw my hands up in the air.
So you did quit.
He gone fishing. He's gone fishing.
I kind of felt like, well, he may be the better play than McKissick.
Right.
But I said, I ain't starting McKissick all year. Let me just start McKissick. So if I would have had a better record and I was playing serious, I probably would have started Gaskin.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into it with J.D. McKissick.
He's had a few good games, and plus Gibson was banged up.
Yep.
So I said he does have a opportunity. I actually seen watching Red Zone. Well, we was watching the game. We watched the whole game because we was watching Red Zone on one TV, then we was watching the game on the other TV. He was actually in the end zone a couple times, but Heineke didn't see him. So he could have he got a lot of targets. He just didn't get in the end zone. But like I said, it is what it is. It's one thing is when you lose. When I lose personally, I always look on my bench and I hope it ain't one person that makes a difference. You know what I mean?
Right.
You want to lose, maybe I lose by 30, 40 points where it don't matter.
You lose like close like that.
Yeah.
You got one person on the bench that could have made the difference.
That kind of makes it hurt.
You even thought about it one time.
So you I shouldn't have brought it up. I shouldn't have brought it up.
You always bring that up.
I was just looking, man.
First thing you say, you had someone on your bench.
Every
week, right? That's the first thing you say.
I'm like, man.
That's your go-to.
I'll be rooting for you, man. I'll be like, man, if he had just started.
Oh, that same thing.
That's my go-to.
That's the same thing happened in my other league, though, right? I got Gesicki in both my leagues, right? And I took Gesicki out of my flex spot because I got Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
I took Gesicki out and I put Booker in, the backup running back for the Giants. Booker got me 14 points, but Gesicki got 21. I lost by 6 points. If I would have started Gesicki, I would have won by 7 points. I would have won by 1 point with a 7-point difference. So this just ain't my year. fantasy. It just ain't my year for fantasy, boy. Too many close calls. But let's get off my boys, man. Let's go to somebody else. Somebody who's a contender. Let's see here. Let's take a look at G Money, man.
Boy, Rich Crack thought he had me, didn't he?
Excuse me. Well, you know what, man? Because when you sent the text in the group, and Rich Crack was like, "Man, my people was on bye." I went and looked at his roster. He did have a lot of people on bye.
He did. That's why I knew I had him.
Yeah, it wasn't a fair week for him.
No.
Because you blew him out the water, G Money, 157.68 to Rich Crack, 74.94. That's the lowest points I've seen the whole season for any team. 74.94.
He called me out there. He said, we'll meet again
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right. So G Money, Lamar Jackson, consistent 20 points, 20.58.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp. A consistent 37. He got to have like the most 30-something points weeks than any player in the
And then Pippen balled out.
Yeah, he got that last touchdown, 20.5. Rondell Moore, I think you was kind of nervous about Rondell Moore.
I was, man.
3.7.
Derrick Henry. That's when I texted. I was like, okay, so this joker throwing touchdowns now.
He did. Like, we didn't see it, man.
We didn't see it.
But it was him after we watched the replay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I saw the catch, but I didn't know that Derrick Henry threw it.
Yeah, so I was watching Red Zone on my phone and watching the game, and so I was going back and forth, and I was like, okay, this joker throwing touchdowns, and I just thought about G Money over there, like okay, it's gonna be another 30-point day for Derrick Henry.
He's doing it all.
He didn't have to do much, though, after that, man. It was
a
blowout. Kansas City.
A running touchdown?
I don't know.
I don't think he got a running touchdown.
I don't think so.
Man, Kansas City stinks. Just, oh, my gosh, man.
3 points?
Mahomes just looked terrible.
3 points?
Good enough to beat the football team, though.
But you know what? They're going to turn it around. I think they're going to turn it around.
Yeah. We'll see how.
I think they are.
Man,
I don't know what's going to happen, but I think they are.
Let me tell you something about these bye weeks, because I was looking at Rich Crack. You're right, man. I got lucky on the buys.
You did.
Because I picked up some. I put some folks out there too. I didn't have anybody else to go. Mm-hmm. Everybody else on my bench was on a bye.
Oh, really?
Yep. So Parker was on a bye. Cook was on a bye. Jefferson was on a bye. Jefferson, one of my main horses.
And then you traded Crowder.
Yep.
Yep. So you were.
That was a risk. Because you're right. Moore had me nervous, man.
Mm-hmm. So you had James Conner, 12.4 points. Jonnu Smith, 7.7. Your boy Sutton, 11.8. Your kicker got you 12. Cool. And Green Bay defense got you 15.
Let me talk about that Green Bay defense. Two things I want to talk about. There's two matchups right here. Aaron Jones held to 8.9 points. Green Bay's defense got Gerald 15 points. Mm-hmm. Ooh, it aggravates me so much. If you look at the box score of that game, you would have think the Washington football team would have beat the brakes off of Green Bay. If you look at the box score, if you look at the time of possession, you look at the yards, passing yards, rushing yards. Green Bay defense got 15 points. The quarterback had almost 100 rushing yards on Green Bay. The only reason why Green Bay ended up with 15 points, y'all watched the game. Y'all know the story.
What happened?
What happened? 5 trips to the red zone. They couldn't get the ball in. A missed block field goal in the first trip to the red zone. Then interception in the red zone. Then he put his knee down before he crossed.
Sure did, man.
He gave himself, give himself up.
There was no one even there. He just dove in. He put his knee down.
Yes. Yeah. Then the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, man.
Then another interception or whatever it was, a fumble or whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, that game.
Like I see, it said there was 3 4-down stops. So I think for every time they go for it on 4th down, you get a stop. Defense get 2 points. So that's 6 points just off of them stopping them on 4th down too.
Wow.
Them boys need to come on, have a seat with me.
4 sacks.
It's over.
That's 4 points for sacks.
That's the fantasy football team and the Washington football team got 2 things in common. It's over.
It's over.
So let's take a look at Rich Crack. So Sam Darnold, 1.94 points.
I think that's what threw him, man. But,
No, that's a lot that threw him this week.
Sam Darnold
ain't did good since he played against me and got 30 points.
Yeah, man, but he ain't scored like
1.94 points.
1.9. I mean, darn.
Ooh, Tyler Lockett, 3.2.
I know. And what's so crazy, like, as you look at these quarterbacks and you look at these teams scored big on defense this week. Mostly everybody, well, I ain't say most of everybody, but defenses did very well this week. I mean, he just had a bad day, but I mean, the defense gets you 12 points. I mean, he usually happy.
Yeah, they're playing against Arizona, so that was expected.
Well,
against Houston,
yeah.
So that was expected. But Tyler Lockett, he's still struggling without your boy Russell.
Yeah.
Christian Kirk, 15 points.
I mean, that was a good day for him.
Yeah, that's good for Kirk. Bateman got 11. Like you said, Aaron Jones, 8.9 points.
That's rare.
Yeah. Mike Davis, 1 point.
Yeah.
Mike Davis has been struggling this year. He ain't really been doing nothing at all.
Yeah, but he's been getting over 10. He's averaged over 10 points.
Mike Davis?
Yep.
You sure?
I'm looking at it.
You got to double check your numbers.
You can take a look at yourself. Over 10 points.
Let's see here. 10, 13, 11. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So this was his lowest week.
Yeah.
Noah Fant, 8 points. Chase Edmonds, 10. Zane Gonzalez, 3. And like we said, Arizona, 12. Rich Crack, he out there fishing. He sent me a trade offer today.
You telling on him. And he telling on you, man.
And after a bad week like that, man.
And the only reason I'm telling on him because I tried to give him a trade a couple weeks ago, and he didn't want to do it. So now he came back and asked me for the same person that I was going to give him originally.
You needed him for this you needed him sooner, 2 weeks ago.
Right. So now he wanted it. Like, nah, I'm going fishing. I ain't helping nobody out.
Ain't no fun when Rabbit got the gun, huh?
Right.
That's good.
So that was an easy win for G Money this week. So he retaining his number 1 spot. Let's go down. Let's take a look at another team.
Hold on. This is the only time I ever seen a man. Well, Jerry, you didn't have no points on the bench neither.
No, that's what I was saying, man. It was a risk.
All his points.
Oh, he had 2 points on the bench, and that was Carolina's defense.
Yep.
All his other players is on bye, and he got Hunt just hurt.
Boy, he was.
So he couldn't do nothing at all.
Man, who's next?
Let's see here. Trying to get this ad off my screen. Okay, there we go. So next we got to go with, of course, we got to do football team next because we always.
Oh, I thought we did that already.
Do us first. And you might have tried to sneak you in talking about your defense.
Yeah. All right, well.
So the football team versus league runners. And football team say, I could have beat this dude this week.
I sure could.
Yeah, you could have.
You could.
Ooh.
So football team 101.78, league runners 116.64. So football team did have a chance at this one.
I picked up Mac Jones from a quarterback after I traded Cousins, and then Herbert was on a bye, so I did good there.
Yeah, he got more points than Mahomes. He got 21.6.
Yeah.
Mahomes only got 6.
I'm a homeboy.
So your boy McLaurin went off.
Yeah, McLaurin.
25 versus DJ Moore, 13.3.
Just didn't do too much with everybody else.
So Harmon, he got you 4.8. Crowder, he got you 7.4. Gibson, I expected more from Gibson.
Yep.
7.6. You started Ahmed, whatever his name is, from Miami, 7.2. Hawkinson got 10. Ruggs got 7. Sanders 4. Washington defense 5. Yeah, because, I mean, Henry Ruggs had been having some big games, so I might have thought he would have did a little bit more, him and Gibson. If they would have had, 10 more points apiece, they would have took you over the top. But let's see here, league runners. He didn't have too much going on. I mean, he had Harris from New England, gave him 25 points.
Yeah.
And he had Carter, the running back for the Jets, 16.4. Corey Davis had 14.7. But Tim Patrick flopped with 3.6. Jarvis Landry, 8.7. He picked up O.J. Howard. I think he was worried. Did Waller play?
No, I think Waller was out.
Okay, so Darren Waller was out, and I think he just had to pick up some tight end, and he picked up O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard had that big week the previous week, so he probably thought he was going to do good again.
Right, but he didn't think about the Tampa Bay effect. I mean, the Tom Brady effect.
Tom Brady effect. Tampa Bay defense got 20 points. Ooh.
Now that's how you want.
Yeah. That's a difference maker right there.
That's the
right
difference
there.
maker.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was so crazy because, man, the Bears just kept turning the ball over. They turned it over and over and over and over. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, they gave the Tampa Bay, and then they gave Tampa Bay the ball on their 50. I mean, they gave Tampa Bay the ball back, I don't know, 5 times in the Bears territory. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, they had a short field. I mean,
what they was going for, or it was turnovers?
Just turnovers. Interception, fumble, whatever. Or turnover on downs. I mean, yeah, I think Tampa Bay, I don't think they started beyond the 50 the whole game.
So is it too soon for, what's the quarterback?
Justin Fields?
Yeah, is it too soon for Fields?
Man, that boy from Ohio State, man. Come on.
Yeah. They just, man, but Chicago has never gotten it together.
That boy from Ohio State, Dwayne Haskins. Yeah. Justin Fields, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even remember watching enough of that game to assess what happened. But
well, I'm a Tampa Bay fan, so you
a Tampa Bay fan?
Yeah.
Or you a Tom Brady fan?
So I faithfully watched that game.
I just saw Mike Evans raking up points.
I was wondering who else he was going for.
Well, I watched it.
At least you got a second team besides the football team, right?
Always keep a second team, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey, when you're a fan of the Washington football team or Washington Redskins, whatever you want to call it, you better have a backup team.
Need something to cheer for?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, let's slide back over here. Let's take a look at Balls Deep versus Javal's team. Balls Deep versus Javal.
That was close matchup.
Yeah, we did have some close matchups this week. Balls Deep 133.04 to Javal's 122.84. Javal, he hit us up in the group text. He said, "Hey man, I want to get on the mic."
Yeah.
Something he got.
I was wondering,
is he coming through or you gonna call him?
Nah, he's not gonna come. He wasn't gonna try to come tonight, but he said he was on the road. I think he said he was on his way back to Atlanta. Not sure where he was coming from, but he said he may try to come next week.
Okay.
But so Javal, he took the L this week in a close one. Let's see here. Balls Deep, Matt Ryan had 18.44 points. DeAndre Hopkins, 18.3. Devontae Smith, 11.10. Tyler Boyd, 7.9. Kenyon Drake, 16.9. Jay Williams, 17.2. Kyle Pitts, 23.3. Okay, Kyle Pitts getting the ball now, ain't he?
he balled out.
He did.
He had a good game. He balled out.
I see. Robbie Anderson, 4.4. Bullock, kicker, 10. And Atlanta defense, 5.5. Just looking at Javal's team, Tom Brady with 24.44. Got Tyreek Hill 12.7. AJ Green. Is that AJ Green? Yeah.
Yep.
9.6. Cordell Patterson 14.10. Jonathan Taylor 18.0. Let's see here. Le'Veon Bell couldn't do nothing this week with 1.4.
No.
Tyler Higbee 9.6. D Williams 8. Carlson 9, and Tennessee defense 16.
So, question on that tight end: would you have started Higbee or Ertz?
You know what? The difficult one about that one is this is Ertz's first game
in
with Arizona.
Yeah.
So you don't know if he know the offense.
Man, he
how
went
in.
in balling though.
How did what he get?
16 points.
Yeah, 16. Yeah, that could have been a difference right there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They still would have lost, but
Oh yeah, because you subtract 9 out of that, he would have. Yep.
Yeah, but that's all he had on
This
the bench.
was close, man. Still close.
Yeah, it was. It was. Trying to see what the difference. I think Kyle Pitts, man, the way he was playing, because he been playing the past couple of weeks, man.
He was definitely the
difference maker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He got good points from like Kenyon Drake. Kenyon Drake's kind of been up and down with Josh Jacobs, in the lineup, and he still got 16 with Josh Jacobs in the lineup.
He had a good, solid day.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Balls deep. Yeah, he had a good, solid day from most of his players.
Yeah, that's what you want, man. Everybody pretty much almost double digits. Tyler Boyd and Robbie Anderson, those two. Mm-hmm. Don't count the kicker and defense.
Robbie Anderson hadn't done nothing all year, man.
He has it, and with Sam Darnold struggling,
man,
they don't make it no better.
No, his stock has gone way down. He's had one game that was in double digits. Yeah. That was the first game.
Yeah.
Well, 2, sorry.
But let's see here. I mean, Javal, ain't really too much to say, buddy.
Better luck next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, better luck next time, man.
Who's he play next?
You down at the bottom with us.
He said with us.
2-5, and
us.
Me and Nick 1-6. So
Gerald, you be feeling yourself over there, G Money.
Man, I hadn't even said anything.
Cloud 9.
I hadn't even said anything, man. Look, he going in on me already.
No, man, you been asking for it all.
Just the way I look, he's like, you've been asking for it. I see it in your, I see it in your face.
I see the smirk in your eyes.
I see it. Go on, say something.
Your eyes laughing.
Hey, look,
right.
So like when you be talking about like people on the bench, and be like, it's like you the good. You the man.
My conversation is exactly how I look at my team. Right, I'm looking at my bench, going, "Dang, man, I could have started that person or second guess." Right, that second guess, man, will kill you every time.
Man, you playing house money over there, man. Come on,
man.
You ain't second guessing nothing over there.
He said, "I'm playing." Not yet. I'm almost there.
All right, so let's take a look at Brian's best team versus Head Full of Steam. So Brian's best, pull this one out, 120.26 to 107.94. Head Full of Steam, it's like every other week, he let out the gas. It seemed like.
They ain't chunking them codes, man.
Yeah, they ain't chunking the codes this week, man.
Like, hey, look, they propped them. Hey, look, 1 week they chunked the codes, 1 week they prop
rested,
up on the shovel,
right.
And the next week they back chunking the codes, and then they rest and prop up on the shovel.
Right.
And then like, oh God, we losing steam, and then they go back to chunking. So look,
they chunking this week.
Hey, look, he gonna have a hell of a week this week.
So let's look at his players. Head Full of Steam. So Kyler Murray, 20.94. Chris Godwin, 25.10.
Now, Godwin had a good day.
That's real good, 25.
And for Godwin to have 25 and Mike Evans to have 30 plus,
It sounds like distribution of the ball from Tom Brady's getting better.
Well, well,
you still didn't have Gronkowski either. Thank you.
But the thing is, like we said before, like there's generally one person that's going to be left out.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And so there was no Antonio Brown this week.
Oh, that's right.
And then there was no tight end either. Right. So Godwin and Evans was getting all the touches pretty much.
Like next man up.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like I saw something today. I think they said Antonio Brown was on crutches today.
Really?
Yeah, so he was out last week because of his ankle, but it might be more severe than what they expected. So that's not good at all. He may miss another game or two, which will be good for Evans and Godwin. Bobby, as they call him, Bobby Trees, 15 points. T. Higgins, 13.2. And after that, everything slows down. Hubbard, 9.6. Naeem Hines, who hasn't done anything at all this year, 2.2. Mark Andrews, 7.8. Cook, 7.1. Bucker.
Bucker.
Yeah, Bucker.
3, and Cleveland defense 4. Did he have any other running backs on the bench?
On IR.
On IR?
Yeah.
Oh, he got
He's
Chris
McCaffrey
Carson.
and Carson that are IR. That hurt his team, man.
Yeah, so he didn't have any
And
other option.
Gronkowski. He's got a solid team if they were healthy.
If they were healthy.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and he had Mike Williams on a bye. Yeah, so that was a rough week for him. Not sure what he can. I mean, his players are still on IR. They're still hurt. So Mike Williams is the only person that can come back. He's struggling from a running back standpoint because he's going to have to start Naeem Hines every week. Basically. Unless he finds somebody on the waivers. So that's not looking good for Head Full of Steam. So Brian's best team, Matt Stafford, he having a great season, 26.66.
Yep.
A.J. Brown, he balled out.
He's back.
27.3.
Yep.
Brandon Ayuk, he still ain't doing nothing this year, 1.9. Brian Edwards, 13.3. Swift had a great game.
Yeah, he had a great game.
28.9. I was surprised, man, that he was getting off against the Rams like that.
Yeah.
It's like he's been questionable all year, too, so you think he's battling an injury, but
And then he just went off.
he went off. Oh, A.J. Dillon, negative 0.2 points. Yikes. Yeah. Ingram, 10.4. He picked up Stevenson, 0 points. I think Stevenson, they announced before the game that he was inactive, so he didn't even play. Tucker, 5, and Los Angeles Rams defense, 7. So, I mean, he got him a win. He didn't have a great week, but he did enough to get him to win against Head Full of Steam.
Hey, so check out this commentary they say on Stevenson, right?
Okay.
It says Stevenson with the Patriots, right? He says Stevenson missed a block in week 6 that led to a sack and was made inactive for New England in week 7.
It was made inactive.
Yeah, it was made inactive. I'm like, damn. Belichick ain't playing, is he?
They ain't playing at all.
Like, okay.
Wow. I was wondering why he wasn't playing too.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Because in the other running back, Bolden, they said he was inactive, but he ended up playing. So I'm like, what in the world they got going on with their running backs?
Man, after Tom Brady came through, man, and put Belichick on the block, man. Belichick got to do something to recover, save his legacy.
Well, to wrap that up, Head Full of Steam, get the boys off the shovel and get them to chunking.
You know you wanted to say that again.
Brian's best team.
Because if you look at Brian's best team, he was caught on a bye this week, which is probably why he didn't perform as high. Mm-hmm. But he looked up and still got the win because he got Ezekiel Elliott on a bye. He got Eckler on a bye. He got Emmanuel Sanders, Amari Cooper. Those 4 studs on a bye. So he got lucky to still get the win.
What's his overall record?
He's 3-4.
Okay.
My only victory.
But his team is better
I beat
than
Brian's
3
best
and 4,
team.
though. That's fine with me.
That's a good point. It does look like on paper his team should be better than 3 and 4.
It should be better than 3 and 4.
So let's take a look. Who else we got left, man?
Rango and I See Dead People.
I See Dead People.
Okay, they had a tight one too. Super tight. So Rango, he pulled out the victory, 130.82 to 127.54. Super tight game.
Jackson almost had it right.
Yep, they did. So Rango had Derek Carr with 20 points. Hollywood, 19 points. Odell Beckham, 4.3. He had People Jones in there, 0. I don't think People Jones played.
No, man, zeros kill you right there.
Yeah, Fournette, 17.
And he still won.
Yeah, still won, right? Melvin Gordon, 11. Kelsey, 13.5. D. Johnson, 24.8. He balled out, man, for his first time starting. Mm-hmm. Dearness Johnson, Gay, 18. New England defense, 13. Let's see here. I See Dead People. We started Tua. Tua had 28 points.
Yeah.
Right. Going against Atlanta.
Right.
Devontae Adams, 19.6. Metcalf, 18. And then it starts to slow down. Julio Jones, 5.8. Miles Sanders, 3. Devereaux Henderson, as Nick says. Seals Jones, 11. Waddle 15, Nick Folk 13, Denver defense 3. So I mean, it was kind of like I said, it was neck and neck. If you're looking at the point status, so
Yep.
It's hard to say. I mean, this one played out. Yeah, it played out. It played out exactly even as projected. It was just, yeah.
Yeah, I would have expected more points from Henderson, the Rams running back. I thought he would have definitely did more against Detroit. Miles Sanders, he's been quiet all year. I mean, he hasn't been doing anything. I think he might have got hurt in that game too, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, for Rango to have a goose egg in his lineup and still pull the victory, I mean, he can't be mad at that.
Well, he put in backup receivers because his main is CeeDee Lamb and Claypool.
Right.
And you put in Odell Beckham and Peoples Jones.
He was just
As a reach,
anything he could.
Yeah.
Right. And he picked up New England defense and got him that 13 points. So that was really the difference maker.
Right, exactly.
I'm pretty sure everybody was trying to get New England off of the waivers. He lucked up and got him.
But he got them back a while ago, right?
No, because I actually had New England and I dropped them.
Oh, you did? Oh.
I dropped them 2 weeks ago.
Mm.
I think when they was playing against Tampa, somebody I dropped them.
Yeah, anybody playing the Jets.
Man, you should have kept him that game.
Against Tampa? I probably should have.
I mean, they didn't give up a lot of points.
Yeah. Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
Never would have thought
that. Was
that.
A close one. When you guys talked about the projections being low, I mean, I guess it was kind of right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying on this one.
On this one?
Yeah.
This one was on the money. There were some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Yep, so what else we got? I think that might be it, right?
That was it.
Week 7 recap. That is it.
Okay, so.
And let's go hope for the best in week 8.
All right, so let's take a look at these week 8 matchups.
Man, I can't believe it's already week 8. Man.
Already.
I know.
I feel like it's week 16.
Right.
Me and my boys been playing. So let's see here. So week number 8, they got me going against Rango. And of course, I'm projected to win like always.
Man.
Because my boys always look so good on paper.
Well, at least you get the projection.
I don't want the projection. Give him the projection. Give me the victory.
Win. The
I'm
W.
projected to lose every week, and I do just that.
And it falls right as it should, huh?
I still don't know how I beat you, Gerald.
Oh, I forgot something, man.
I don't either.
It was a glitch in the Matrix.
Need a recount.
Had it been.
It's going to be a nice matchup. Gone fishing.
So Tannehill
Rango
versus Rodgers.
Yeah, you got to give that. Indianapolis is not that bad, man. Defense is not that bad. Really?
Forgot my prop.
Man.
Right.
Wow. Gone fishing.
Exactly.
I got one, boss.
You know,
We got one, boss.
we should get a W. Get like a wooden W and hook it on the end and reel it in.
All right.
Wooden W.
It never comes in.
Right, you just fighting it the whole time. Awesome. Okay.
So go on, fit. Man, I don't even want to look at mine, man.
No, you need to, man. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah. So I got Aaron Rodgers, and he doesn't have his number 1 receiver because Devontae Adams is out for COVID.
Where that boy get COVID from?
Oh, man. And
know.
Scantlin is out too, isn't he?
Scantlin is out
Yeah.
with COVID too. So he just got, who he got to throw the ball to, man? Randall Cobb and
Who's his tight end?
Tanyan,
Yeah, what's that other guy?
Lazard.
Yeah, Lazard. Yeah.
So we'll see how this go, man.
Czar can't hold on to the ball, man.
Ain't good.
Ain't good at all. Going against a tough Arizona defense too.
Well, you got Mike Evans going against CeeDee Lamb, so.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb, yeah.
You got Claypool against Ridley.
Yeah, Ridley's edging him out there.
Yeah, Carolina's defense has been horrible.
Yeah.
So really has a lot of opportunity. Debo Samuel versus
Chicago.
Randall Cobb.
If he's healthy, that could be even wash. Well, I get Debo the nod.
He should have the nod over Cobb, but again, Aaron Rodgers got to throw to somebody, so Cobb going to have to step up this week.
Now, Fournette,
Randall Cobb, though, man. Randall Cobb has lost 3 or 4 steps, man.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah,
man.
Let me change that 4 or 5 steps.
Right.
Oh.
Man, Fournette should. He's been balling.
He has been.
Yeah.
But, New Orleans got a good pass. They got a good run
defense. They sure do, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see how that pan out.
Nick Chubb, I'm hoping he come back.
Against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We got Melvin going against Washington. Huh. Sheesh.
Is he gonna run all over the Washington defense, or they gonna stand tall on him?
They actually played good last week in the run and
Like you said,
running game,
they
but
held Aaron Jones 8 points, like you said.
So I don't know, man. Shit.
Say Chubb is expected to play, man.
That's what they said.
Yep.
So Gesicki versus Kelsey, and Kelsey's going against a bad Giants defense.
That could be a war.
Yeah. Gesicki, Buffalo's defense is pretty good, but they're probably going to be behind, so they're going to throw the ball.
That depends on your homeboy.
Who's that?
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
Kelsey, listen, Kansas City's been exposed.
Well, that's a Monday night game, too.
Anything subject to happen on Monday night.
Again, he can go for 30. I could be up, and he can go for 30.
You got D. Johnson going to get D. Johnson.
So, if Chubb comes back, then D. Johnson's, his touch is going to be limited.
Yeah.
But I know they're not going to just give Chubb a full workload anyway, so Johnson could get some touches. Not sure what's going to happen there.
I don't know, man, because who is the receiver in Cleveland? Odell? They don't really have any. They don't,
Jarvis.
But Jarvis is still.
Jarvis still hurt.
Yeah, he's still. He played, but he tweaked something. They don't know what it is. Yeah, so they may not have any choice.
Yeah.
Run that backfield, maybe pass out of the backfield, but because Odell ain't been Odell since that one hand catch.
Nah, he's been dropping the ball too.
Right.
Kicker's pretty much a wash.
I'm not gonna talk about defense, but I don't know. That's gonna be.
I don't know what we gonna do on defense. I don't have no faith in Chicago's offense, which is the only reason why I kept San Francisco defense. Justin Fields is one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the NFL this year.
And he can turn it over.
Yeah, so.
Man, you're not going to put Keenan in?
Who am I take out?
Keenan Allen got 16, forecast 16 points.
Yeah, see, I got good receivers, so.
Yeah, man, you do.
If I took him out,
I would Debo Samuel because he's like questionable.
Yeah, but that's nothing though.
He's always questionable, ain't he?
Yeah, he is.
It's a calf injury, so
that's no major. He gonna play through it.
Yep. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a tough one.
That is a tough one right there.
It is. And we spent too much time on my team.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
I'm making you think, right? You're like, man, I'm set. Don't say nothing.
I'm not a contender, man. You don't have to spend that much time on people that are not contenders.
Yeah,
spend more time on the contenders.
Yes.
You saying I'm up next?
Yeah, you up next.
I knew he was gonna say it.
G Money.
Full of steam. You better get your boys off the shovel.
Get them chucking the coals.
G Money coming to town.
Nah, this is a close one, man.
It's a close projection, man.
Oh, look at
nervous,
G Money
yeah.
being humble over there.
148
it's close.
to 140. Let's see here. Okay, so your boy Lamar's on a bye, so he got his trade bait in there. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, you welcome.
Nah, man. See,
We got Cousins versus
I
Murray.
I just jinxed myself.
But then you got Godwin versus Cup, but that's the only thing, like the Tom Brady effect.
But if Antonio Brown ain't coming, then
Yeah, that's true. So he's
Godwin's gonna eat. Yeah.
And you got Cup and he got Robert Woods.
Cup against Houston. He's gonna He does go off.
You got Robert Woods though.
Yeah, against Houston. Yeah.
So you got Pittman.
That's gonna be interesting right there. That's a wash.
Y'all got some good players, man. You got Mike Williams.
Yeah, Mike Williams versus New England.
Justin Jefferson
versus Dallas.
Let's see here. Derrick Henry against Indianapolis. I mean,
he always play good against them.
He do. So if he can go for 30 or 40, he got Hubbard, 14 projected. We saw Naeem Hines doesn't do anything, so he's gonna get under 5 points probably again.
Right.
You got James Conner. Is it James or John? What's his name? James Conner.
James. Yeah.
Jared Cook versus. He put Gronkowski in. Is Gronkowski projected to come back?
Maybe. He's still a maybe.
I'm trying to see what the notepad said on Gronk.
I don't think they be rushing Gronk back anyway. Really,
no.
Because,
For what?
They say even for the playoffs.
You keep exactly.
So the Rob Gronkowski has missed each of the Buccaneers' last 4 games, but is expected to return for a Week 8 matchup. Okay.
Yeah, they say return to practice, appeared on track for Sunday, so it looks like he may be in.
Well, that will impact Godwin then if he does come back. So he got Brandon Cooks and you got Sutton. That's pretty much a wash. Both of y'all are projected to get 15. Then your kickers, you got Cincinnati defense. Oh, I'm going against the Jets, so that's definitely in your favor.
I got to change my kicker. I'm going back to Zerline.
Going back to Zerline?
Yeah.
Okay. And he got Cleveland versus Pittsburgh. Yeah, this is a tight one.
It's tight.
I'm giving you the edge just because I feel like your players are stronger. Like when he got Gronkowski in there, he got Naeem Hines, and then Hubbard. Those 3 guys. I mean, Hubbard could have a good day going against ATL, but I'm just thinking about the whole Carolina offense as a whole has just kind of been stale lately. But Naeem Hines and Gronkowski, I don't think Gronk is fully healthy. They may just kind of put him in here and there and substitute Howard and Brake. So I'm not expecting a big game from Gronk, but you never know.
But G-Money, I want to say, as far as like a defense with Cincinnati, you would think that's a good because Cincinnati defense actually plays fairly well. So,
but what happens to you happened to me.
But
like when I picked them up against Jacksonville, because I'm going with the analytics,
right,
and it bit me in the butt, and it bit me in the butt.
That's exactly what I just did too. I was going with the analytics, right?
But Cincinnati, G Money, you got to be careful because here's the thing you want to look at.
I'll fill them in.
Cincinnati came off this win against Baltimore. So could they go in? I mean, can the Jets come up with an upset?
Man, no. The Jets? Yeah. If it was anybody, you could have said Jacksonville. The Jets just suck.
Well, that quarterback.
Yeah, man. It's painful watching them.
Is he hurt now or is he still playing? I saw they went and got they got Flacco, didn't they? Yeah, then they just picked up Flacco as quarterback.
Look, so they ready to cut the rookie already?
He hurt. I think he's hurt.
I think he
hurt.
Yeah,
that's right. He did get hurt. Yeah.
But Flacco?
Man, that's a veteran quarterback.
Man.
Flacco come in here and lead them boys to victory now.
Right.
Man. Flacco ain't played, man, since Nom.
It's Nom.
Man.
I feel like it's been that long ago.
Okay, so this is a tight one. This is gonna be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, man, it's always tight.
Yeah. Let's see here. Who else we got this week? We got the football team versus I See Dead People.
Like I say, don't waste a lot of time on.
Your lineup set because it's showing 97.23 to 136.
Yeah, I might have to do a little.
Yeah, you got to take Ruggs out, man. He's on a bye.
You got players on the bye still. So we got Mac Jones.
Yeah, I got some work to do as far as I don't even want to talk about it, though.
You put Herbert in? Man, we talked about mine, so we got to talk about yours.
Man, you better put Beasley in there, too.
You got some players on your bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your boy Herbert. You got Beasley. You got your boy Pollard, if you want to put him in there. Yeah, you got some moves that can be made.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, get Matt Jones out here one time. He needed him for that bye, man.
No, I'm going
go
to
there. Yeah, you can let him go.
Washington defense could do good against Denver. Denver been struggling offensively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have. Yep.
Yeah, so you got some potential there. Let's take a look at I See Dead People. You got Josh Allen against Miami. Should be a big game for Josh. Metcalf versus Jacksonville.
That's unknown, man.
Yeah, it is. Julio Jones versus Indianapolis.
Yeah, Julio's not gonna get 14 points, man. Not as long as Brown is on fire right now.
Valdez Scouting is on IR.
Yep.
I thought he had COVID, but he on IR, so he had to get him out of his lineup. Who he have on the bench? He got Callaway from New Orleans, and
He haven't done much though, have he?
Who, Callaway? Mm-hmm. He's had a few good games here and there. Oh, he got Devontae Adams too, but he's on COVID. Looks like he picked up that other receiver, St. Brown from Green Bay. So, I mean, he does have some options to plug in for Valdez Scantling.
Man, they are coming. Listen, Arizona is coming after Aaron Rodgers.
Why you say that?
Because, I mean, really, he doesn't have his horses to throw to, right?
Mm-hmm. Henderson should have a good game against Houston. Herbert, so that's the backup running back. The backup running back for Chicago. But he has Williams. He'll probably put Williams in. I think Williams was on COVID-19. Let's see, you got Dallas Goedert. You got Waddle. Okay. So,
Nick Folk is questionable.
The kicker.
Yeah.
Okay. So both y'all got some work to do in your lineups. It looks like for us to get a good estimation of what y'all gonna do. But should be a good game. I think you got an opportunity, Nick.
Yeah, you do, man. You got some definite meat on the bone.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. So we got Balls Deep and Alex Phillips' team. Right now, Balls Deep projected 117. Alex Phillips 127.
It's a close one, yeah.
It is a close one. Let's see if we have any differences in lineup from the previous week. So Kenyon Drake is on a bye, so you're gonna have to get Kenyon Drake out of there, put in another running back. Let's see who he has on the bench. Oh, Najee Harris.
Yeah, he put him back in.
Yeah.
He's been balling pretty good.
Prescott's dealing with an injury too. Not sure the severity of it.
Yeah, so that's still up in the air.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think Matty Ice gonna get it done for him.
No.
Let's see. You got Atlanta defense against Carolina. I don't think I ever will pick Atlanta defense for anything.
Nope.
Robbie Anderson, who hasn't done nothing. Okay, balls deep. Alex Phillips, Jalen Hurts, Chase Brown, Marvin Jones Jr., Mixon, Kamara.
Brown is doubtful.
Who AJ is?
No, that's Antonio.
Oh, Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Who he got back up? Oh, he don't have anybody back up. Because he got Renfro, who's on a bye.
Mm-hmm.
He don't have any backup receivers.
Ain't good.
He got Mooney in the flex, so he could move Mooney.
And put in Gainwell.
Yeah, put in Gainwell or Lindsey, somebody. Yeah, but his team looks stronger. I mean, even still, he looks stronger than Ball's Deep team to me.
Yeah, he does.
But we'll see what happens.
We think Alvin Kamara going to do another big game against Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay's defense is way better than Seattle's, so I don't think he's not gonna put up no 30 points.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like their main weapon. Like he should get 20 easy. I give him that still because he's just gonna get the check down passes and screen passes, and so you get a point for every pass. So he's gonna get points regardless. Yeah, but I'm leaning on Alex Phillips for this week.
Yep. I concur.
Let's see here. Brian's Best and Javal's team. Looks like Brian Best is projected to blow Javal out the water so far.
Javal's got folks on bye.
He does. Okay, 153 to 118. But Le'Veon Bell's on bye. He need to get him out of there anyway.
Yep.
Le'Veon Bell's on a bye. He got his kicker on a bye. He got any runner.
When you look at his bench, it still doesn't look good.
It doesn't.
No. It's not.
Ain't good.
No.
He don't even have a running back on the bench. No, so that don't look good at all.
Waiver wire time for you.
Man, I'm telling you.
Let's see, Eckler. Yeah, Brian's Best and put all his boys in. From Cooper to
153.
To Zeke, Eckler. Yeah, he's looking stout right now, Javal. Better make something happen.
Yeah, I think Brian's will be the best team on that matchup.
For sure.
Yep. And it looks like last but not least, Rich Crack and league runners. Right now, pretty close one, but Rich Crack got the edge in projections, 142 to 135.
Rich, you back, man. I see you.
Yeah, Bridge. Okay, he took your boy Sam Darnold out. He got Bridgewater at 18.
He need to throw Sam Darnold away.
But definitely can't get any worse, that's for sure.
That boy Bridgewater looked bad last week, though, boy.
Yeah, but he got Washington defense coming to town this week.
So you done lost all hope in your boys for sure.
Yup.
He said, yep.
Yep. And Carolina's going against Atlanta, too, man. I might as well start Darnold.
Good.
I don't know. It's a tough one. So it's a coin flip, really, for those quarterbacks.
Sam Darnold got 1 point, man. I would just be like,
That just burns you right there, right?
that you just like,
Like, that's a real
I mean,
quarterback.
what's he gonna go up to? His highest could be 5, right? You know, it's like, man,
He got a long way to go to be relevant.
yeah, I guarantee he could drop Sam Darnold, put him on the waivers. Anybody gonna pick him up?
He'll be there for him if you want to get him
there.
back.
Yeah, he'll be there for you, man. Don't worry.
Mahomes is going against the Giants. So Mahomes, if their offense kicking the gear, I mean, they could have a big game.
I think they done, man.
You think they done?
I do too, man. I think people have figured him out, right? You know, I think Mahomes. Now they got what? Kelsey, Hunt's hurt, right?
Yeah.
Who else? Who else is he throwing to?
What are you talking about?
I'm thinking about Kareem Hunt. He ain't there no more.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, that's it.
Is on IR. I think they just kind of they've been making costly turnovers. And with them losing, I think Patrick Mahomes is trying to do too much.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
If he just settled down,
And take what the defense give him.
right, play his normal game,
But it's like he tried to be spectacular on
trying to
every
be Superman on every play.
play. Yeah, and it's killing him.
No look passes and all kinds of crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
which is unnecessary, right? Even in a tight game, a no look pass, man, is when you up by 4 touchdowns, right?
Right. Establish your run game. You got to establish your run game. Your guys look too one-dimensional just trying to throw the ball every play. But let's see here. Christian Kirk and D. Moore. They're giving D. Moore the edge there. Let's see. Stephon Diggs and Tim Patrick.
Diggs for sure.
Yeah, Diggs for sure. Landry and Thielen.
Thielen's coming off a bye, man.
Thielen for sure.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones and D. Harris. I mean, I'm thinking Aaron Jones is going to have to do a lot more with Devontae Adams out. So,
but that just, you know what, that just defense just keys in on Aaron Jones. I mean, who they got to worry about in the, you know, what, Randall Cobb?
Randall Cobb or Lazard or I think he could get more catches.
Yeah.
Which equates to more points.
Yeah.
In the flats. James Robinson versus Dalvin Cook. That should be a good one right there.
Man, they got Dalvin making 20 points against Dallas.
Against Dallas, yeah.
Man.
Noah Fant and Schultz. That's pretty much a wash right there.
Yeah.
Chase Edmonds and Corey Davis.
Chase Edmonds.
Say it's about another wash.
They always project Chase Edmonds to get a lot of points, which is kind of funny to me because Connors get projected a lot of points too.
Right. I don't think they sure.
Yeah.
It's still running back by committee.
Right. So Joseph and Crosby kickers is a wash. Arizona and Tampa Bay defense.
I actually would give Arizona that edge.
I think I would too.
Yeah.
I think I would too.
It's Thursday night, and we know anything can happen on Thursday night.
Absolutely anything. So.
That's going to be a tight one.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see.
Pretty much as the projections as projected.
Yeah. So I think that was the last one, right?
Let's see, we did Rich Crack lead runners.
Yep. That's the last one we just did.
Yep, that's it.
And we did. Yep, that's it.
Rango, we did Brian's Best and Javal. Yep.
All right, guys.
That's it, man.
So, any final words this week, guys?
Man, week 8. Is still anybody? How many more games? We got 6.
We can't say it's still anybody game no more. That slogan's out the window.
It ain't. I'm talking to the wrong crowd.
Gerald just thinking about how many more payouts he can get within that time frame.
You got a podcast by yourself next week.
Man,
Gerald,
me and that fishing pole, you really gone fishing. Just having.
Yeah. Gerald, you're definitely balling, man.
Nah, man, I can't say that. Still too early. I've seen it. Now, I will say in my other league, I'm balling.
Oh, yeah, you saw it last year.
See, there you go. See, I ain't even say nothing. He saw it last year. Did you win last year?
Yeah.
Did you win it all last year? Okay.
That quarterback, was that guy named Calamari?
I would never admit to being a dominant player last year the way you playing this year.
What happened, Nick? What you think the difference between last year and this year is?
My draft.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Did you draft all your players last year?
Yep.
Because I know you said you was driving.
I had one auto pick.
Yeah, one auto pick.
And that was Miller from Chicago.
The receiver.
Yep. And I think I ended up. Did I keep him? I can remember. I cut him. I ended up releasing him or something like that for somebody else. And but yeah, I drafted every player last year.
Yeah, this was a big difference from last year and this year.
Yeah. Hey, this year, man, just.
I think you had too much time on your hand this year.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Last year, because you was driving, so you kind of probably was under pressure
to make a decision.
And you was picking fast.
Yep.
Study long, study wrong, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, actually, I was in a beach store.
Yeah. Yeah, you was moving around, so you had to act fast.
I was too comfortable this year.
Yeah, it was too comfortable.
Court the room.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, all right, guys. So this is episode number 8.
Number 8.
Primetime Grind Fantasy Podcast. We're gonna try to keep giving it to you. Hopefully, me and Nick can somehow get a win. Just one win.
Meanwhile, looking at G Money over there, just
soaking it in.
Soaking it in and soaking it up, man. Look at him, boy.
Man, the hate, boy, I tell you.
Oh, man, that's not hate. That's admiration.
Is that what it is? You got some?
Yeah.
I feel a W coming this week.
You feel it?
W this week.
Is it coming in? Is it coming?
Is it coming?
Is it coming in? Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
All right, guys. I'm going to keep fighting to next week. And we'll give y'all another update, man. So we'll see y'all next time.
Sir.
Primetime Grind.
That's it.
Peace.